Want a chance to win $10,000? Push your NASCAR knowledge to the test with the ESPN Pick 12 Challenge. Go to ESPN.com/Pick12. Guess the order the 12 chase drivers will finish next week at Kansas. Today's winner, who picked last week's New Hampshire race, is Walter T. Now, we'll announce the Dover winner in the first 30 laps of Kansas, so make sure you watch. Some of these drivers are struggling here in these first 15 laps or so because the track is vastly different. One guy isn't struggling. You see Jimmy Johnson moving away. And here's the 2 car continuing to move up a little bit there of Kurt Busch.
I think most of the drivers that I spoke with thought that the racetrack would be looser to start this race. It actually grips more without all of that rubber on there, and so that makes the front tires grip a little bit better, and in turn the back end can't quite keep up.
There's the 99 car of Carl Edwards, who qualified back in 30th position. Now, right behind him is the 33 car that was scheduled to start 8th, Clint Boyer, but they made an engine change and had to go to the rear of the field. These two now together are working their way up, and now right now Carl being shown in 28th position.
Clint Boyer was really good in practice yesterday. He won the nationwide race yesterday, but his cup car was really good in both the practice sessions.
37 cars headed to the garage area. Tony Raines, the first car out of this one today. Last year's winner, Greg Biffle, been 35 races since he's gone to victory lane, and that was right here at Dover, Delaware last fall. And the 9 car closing in, Vince.
Well, if there's a driver that needs to have a good day today, it's Casey Kane after finishing 38th last week with a crankshaft issue. They've gone to the previous generation engine, the R5, for this race. Casey was very confident on it. They've got a lot more R&D and a lot more research and information on that motor than they did on the one they ran the week before. Casey very fast in the final practice and told me just before he got in the car, I'm confident we've got a car capable of winning today. Dave?
And Vince, if he can get around the 16, he's going to be getting around a guy who's done very well here at Dover recently. Crew Chief Greg Irwin told me this morning that they counted on that, and as Casey Kane goes underneath, Biffle will lose a position, but Biffle's done so well here. They came with a very different race car, but counted on their path. They had to work with new tires, but they feel that they're just as strong as they've been in past races here with Biffle's win.
They certainly had this race circled on their calendar for a number of weeks there. Right side of your screen, battle for 4th. Now Casey Kane has taken it away left side. This 2 car of Kurt Busch is on the move.
He's on a steady march to the front. See his car working extremely well. Shannon?
Kurt Busch saying the car is just a little bit loose right now out there. Now, they did not make any changes to that car this morning. Pat Trice told me they were a little bit snug at the end of happy hour and thought they would go on into the race like that, but right now a little bit loose. The biggest thing that they dealt with all weekend long was just a little bit of speed and staying consistent. They were really good, as you see Mark Martin go underneath AJ Allmendinger there. They were really good at the end of the run, but they wanted more consistency throughout the run. So that was the number one thing that the 2 car worked on. And guys, he is flying right now.
Thank you, Shannon. You see Mark Martin left side of your screen. You made the comment a moment ago that he had made the pass to move back in the 16th position after dropping 4 spots. He is about a half a lap behind the leader, Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, one thing I'm seeing right here, the racetrack is getting a lot darker, a lot blacker, and as it's doing that, Mark Martin's car is getting better and better. We saw him lose a lot of spots when the track was very white and dirty. Now he's starting to go back the other way, which means he's got his car set for the long run here.
Indeed,
Yeah.
you can see right there, it's exactly a half a lap between this guy, Jimmy Johnson, and the points leader, his teammate, Mark Martin. Johnson has led all 22 laps thus far. We'll have a competition caution when we come back. Lap 25, the competition caution flag waving here. The NASCAR Sprint Cup Series presented by Burger King at Dover International Speedway. The rains most of the night washing the rubber off, so NASCAR opting for safety to be able to bring the caution flag out here on lap 25 and allow these guys to come on pit road and take a look at their tires.
Yeah, they might just get right sides, a lot of cars, especially like Tony Stewart back in 25th. 29th is Carl Edwards. Some of those guys might take this opportunity to steal a little track position.
Still have 38 cars on the lead lap. John Andretti, Nemechek, Bliss, and McDowell showing a lap down. Tony Raines in the garage area of the 43 that have started. Typically, how long does it take a concrete track like this to get back to where it was when they were so comfortable with it yesterday at happy hour?
Well, typically it takes a long time. I mean, what the tires that they've been running here up until this race, it would take quite a few laps. But this tire lays rubber down nice and early and quick. I mean, you see the track already getting black. Here come the leaders down pit road. Coming to you, Vince.
Well, the decision here in the discussion between the crew chief and the driver, 2 tires or 4. They've settled on 2 as the 9 Budweiser pulls in. They fell a lap down early in this race in the spring and had to race their way back to a strong finish. They believe they've got another strong car today. Jamie.
And Ryan Newman moved his way up to second. They're going to take right sides only. Air pressure adjustment dropped the track bar. He said he's a little free on exit. Shannon.
Juan Pablo Montoya says that the car is loose in and tight off. They've built a ton of adjustability into this car. It's a track bar adjustment for the 42. Dave.
Runaway leader so far. Jimmy Johnson doesn't want any adjustments to his car. He says it's much more stable today. Cars going by him that took just 2. He will choose to take 4.
There you see the 2 tires and Jimmy Johnson getting 4. Look what it does for positions on the racetrack in terms of losing positions.
Well, McMurray, the big winner out of that round, gains 12 spots.
Mark Martin, by the way, took 4 tires as well. Some of the guys started that were outside the top 10 opting for 4 fresh Goodyears. Back after this message and a word from our ABC stations.